Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner with me, Mark from DadX, and we're on Black River and we're on the one part of the map we haven't explored, which is this river crossing. So I brought the Tagya around, loaded with bricks and concrete slabs to take over to Smithfield Dam to have a go at getting across this river. The load itself is required not just for the mission you can see up on the screen, the bricks are for another mission. I'm kind of planning ahead. So let's see how we can get on. I'm getting shoved down the hill by the trailer, that's for sure, and we're in the mud. The truck is exactly as we found it over in Russia. We've got the all-terrain tyres on it. That's the only upgrade, and I don't know the way across this river. I've never crossed it before. On this map you can go round it. There's no need to use this crossing, so it's just an added challenge. So we thought we'd give it a go, and we're certainly stuck now. And I just can't find the hard bit. There's plenty of winch points around, and I think they are going to be key. The trailer's just rolling down the hill after me. I've already detached it to try to get the truck moving, but I'm going to reattach it and see if we can drag ourselves back and maybe have another run in. But there are no winch points behind me, so bear that in mind. Once you're in here, you're not getting pulled back out of it. Unless you've got a friend with you or another vehicle to switch to in the vicinity, but I do not. This is all or nothing, so we're going to try to find some traction here. And remember, just if the winch point is next to you, as I think I'm going to use here, that if it drags you out of the hole that you're kind of grinding yourself into, it's still a good thing. Don't not try it because the winch point isn't necessarily ahead of you. It can still get you moving. So I'm going to try to get round this way. I'm not sure if the ground's actually a bit tougher, or should I say more solid, under that water, because the mud seems absolutely liquefied, but it seems not. I am truly not moving. So winch time. Let's figure this out. Where are we? That one over there. Yeah, drag me back onto the middle. I think this is going to be one of those leapfrog experiences. Get the truck forward, then winch the trailer to us, and so on and so forth. Let's see how we get on. But we're getting these winch points, we're getting moving. I like the river effect, it's looking pretty good. I do really appreciate the graphics in this game. Certainly is a step up from the previous ones. We're just grinding our way through the mud. I've gone too far to drag the trailer. Got a bit carried away there, so I'm going to have to back up, I guess, to try to get him just out of range. At least you can see how far out of range you are. So not ideal, but I'm going to back up. See, I'm trying to learn how to use the kind of auto connect with the winch more. You've got to be really lined up with your point of view, so I'm going to go to manual. I'm not getting him there. Too much competition from the telegraph pole there maybe. So I've got him, and we'll just drag him up to us. Move the truck forward. I'm just looking ahead. I think I'm going to go for the islands of mud. I'm not sure that's the best bet. Of course, if you've crossed this river, you know more than I do. Let me know in a comment. They are always appreciated. That island just up to my, it was above me there in the view. Maybe you can cut round onto that. I was going to try this in the Fleetstar, but I thought with a load it was going to be too much for him. He's doing well, but this truck certainly seems to be a little bit OP, as some of you commented. And I do appreciate that. I'm not planning to use this as the main truck. I think it would make things just a little bit too unchallenging. And as you can see, I'm cutting out a little bit of the action here, but I'm literally just dragging the truck forward. Grinding through the mud quite nicely once we get some traction, but you need the winch points to get you out of where you've stood still and pulled the winch to you, because you do need to keep the acceleration going. Do remember that you don't have to be going full throttle. It is proportional, so you can just keep the truck planted, just enough throttle on to keep the truck where it is and not getting dragged back. And then bring the trailer up to you. And then there are plenty of winch points across this crossing. So I think this is the technique. Maybe one day we'll have a truck that zooms straight across here. But for now, it's a little bit of a process, but that's fine. We got across here. I thought this was something I was going to have to come back to much later. But I guess this truck really, if you followed the progression of the game, you would be getting this truck much later. I went and got it because I know some players like to get on, and that's absolutely fair enough. But I think this is $80,000 or whatever we're going to call the money in this game if I wanted to sell it to mess around with other stuff, which is one option. Or we could keep it on standby as kind of the rescue truck, although it's a little bit limited in what you can fit to it. I don't think you can put the big crane on. So that might suit him, the emergency truck for when even the loaf can't deal with it. But hopefully things won't get that bad, eh? So here, yeah, our first major river crossing has been made. Now, in terms of this map, we do have some stuff to do, and I do intend to get on and do it, as you will see in this episode. Obviously, the missions now are overlapping into the other map anyway, so we'll carry on doing that. So there's going to be some deliveries going on the other map with the big trucks. And the bits and pieces over here on this map. Certainly some trucks will be required and some scouts will be required. But we certainly shan't be neglecting what needs to be done for the good folk of Black River. So here we are. We can call that job done. And we've got one little area still to explore. My word, those god rays were pretty powerful. I'm just going to turn the map around to the orientation we've been seeing it for the whole game. There you are, so we're up here. So we've got a little bit still to explore. This truck I'm going to send straight over through this, not that way. You could cut round, you can miss the swamp out if you want to go that way. But I am going to send this truck straight across the swamp. Across here. Across those interlinked flooded out islands. But he does it so well, it's not even worth seeing. So we like the Scout Fleetstar, don't we? I put one pallet of bricks deliberately in that position on the bed as ballast. It makes such a difference. Now remember, we've got the all-terrain tyres on here. This truck has crossed the river. I'm not saying it could do it with a full load on its back and winching a trailer around, but it made it across in this configuration. And now it is finding its way through, it's probably a filthier part of the map than the river actually. But he's doing it very, very nicely. So I think this truck's going to be around for quite a while yet. He's certainly impressed me. And we're going to cut down to the south here, across this way. We've never been, bear in mind some parts of the map are exposed because of the watchtowers exposing them. We haven't necessarily been here. And we have not cut across through the bulrushes to get down to the northern end of town, down to where we had that catastrophe with the flatbed trailer a couple of episodes ago. You see, straight down here through what looks like a hole full of water, down to that dirt track on the eastern side of town. So let's see, there we go, nice little burst of speed up there. We'll use the diff locks if we need to, but in fact we're going a little bit quick. Yeah, it's catching me out after crawling through across the river and through the swamp. Having this agility has sent me a little bit wayward, but there you go. What can I say? Over exuberance. We're doing it through that big nasty looking water splash. Isn't as nasty as it looks. What have we got down here? No, cool. Fleetstar Scout for the win. This looks a little bit tight. Can we squeeze? Yeah, look at that. A mixture of skill and oomph. And we're here to start tidying up this mess that the game created for us. I can't take the trailer anywhere because we need the saddle on the back of the truck for that. Since we're here, we'll drag it over the right way, and whoever comes to pick it up will have a slightly easier job to do. Okay, we're back with the Fleetstar, which I did lazily reset to the garage. We've come back to get this long trailer with the 4 concrete slabs on it. I don't want the concrete slabs. I'm going to grab the trailers that we're not going to need around the map just to get the money, really. There's about $11,000 sitting around here in Black River. So it's a bit of a drag, and I can really tell it's such a heavy trailer that not having anything on the truck isn't helping at all. But we're dragging it around. You can see I just can't steer. There's not enough weight on the front of the truck. But we can do it. We can do it. Just a little... It seems very reluctant to give you damage, this game, compared to its predecessors, where you could wipe out a truck on one tree trunk if you didn't time it nicely. This is the fuel trailer that was down here that we did use a couple of times to top up. So we're going to grab this on the way past. Why waste diesel coming back to get it if we can get it there all in one go? So there you go. We've got the Fleetstar road train. After he's been swamp busting. So setting a very good example for the rest of the fleet. But it is really hard work with no load on the lorry. That one pallet of ballast does make all the difference. And in fact, I'm outside the farm. I'm going to drop the trailers. I'm going to nip inside the farm. And as if by magic, I've got one pallet of its, what is it, consumables, but that's kind of irrelevant. I haven't figured out, I may do an experiment. I'm going to do a little special episode on the cranes and how to use them, how to rescue yourself with them, how to not get glitched through the road with them, hopefully. But I might also in that try to see if I can check the weights of the loads, because I'm not sure they all weigh the same. I know obviously stuff like the metal beams, which is a double size load, weighs more. But does a pallet of consumables weigh more than a pallet of concrete slabs? I don't know. Do we need to know? I think we need to know. And there you go. Job done. Look at that. Very impressive. Very impressive. But so is the GMC. Now he's come back from Smithfield Dam, where he's dropped off consumables to Lee Pastor's house. Is that right? The one right by the fuel stop. It is very easy, as you may recall from our little pop onto that map. It was straight down the road. Why have I got waypoints everywhere? Let's get rid of them. Now I'm right up here at the top of the map. I'm grabbing the trailer, so I've come back through from Smithfield Dam, down this dirt track, no problem whatsoever, down to this little area to grab the trailer and then bring it back down, if I find the right route, around this side. We're going to stay on this main road, straight through town, down to the motel, where hopefully we can take the mission and drop the trailer off all at once and not get caught out. But I'm pretty confident that will be okay. So, come on GMC, let's see what you can do. Now remember, we've got the all-terrain tyres, and we do have diff locks if we need them, but only in low gear. I have left the crane on this guy for now. We've still got a bit of tidying up to do around the map. I do think having some facility for switching loads around, maybe from trailer to truck occasionally, may be a very handy one. I've certainly used it, as you've seen. The GMC does suffer slightly graphically there, that its frame glitches through the flatbed, but I don't care. This trailer, it's the curtain side trailer it's called, it doesn't seem to have much weight to it actually. Now we're out of that mud, it's not pushing me down the hill like some of the loads have. No, I'm guessing it's empty. I've not tried one. Can you take this and then get a load in it? I guess you must be able to. I do like this truck. Now if any of you saw that hobbies video I popped on last weekend, I mentioned a SnowRunner RC crossover, and I've discovered 1/16 RC crawlers and trucks, and I would like to do, I'm going to model a couple of them into these vehicles that we are knowing and liking here, inspired by rather than exact copies. And they will also work as RC trucks. It'll be fun. It'll be a laugh. The sun's out. I need stuff to do outside. It isn't just spanners on cars. As you can see, the GMC, no need for diff locks here, is at least dragging this along. It will probably again The crane's probably a little bit of weight, to be honest, but maybe with one pallet on here we'd be doing well. I'm now passing, that's a trailer store there, which I guess you could drop off some of the empty trailers from that area, this area of the map, over to here. They're quite handy if you're running low of fuel or you need to repair. If you've got the money, you can pop into your friendly neighbourhood trailer store, buy a fuel trailer or a utility trailer, refuel or repair yourself, and then sell it back for free, full value. So it's kind of a free repair stroke refuel facility. You obviously just need the cash in the bank to be able to buy that. Then sell it right back. Jobs are good and right. We're getting up to the top of this track. We've done very well. I'm trying to get some pretty angles for a screenshot and nearly hit a tree. You'll see when we get up here that the turning circle is awful, and it is, even though this is quite a lightweight trailer, as I said, we just can't get the traction on the front wheels up around here at all. And we also need to drag it around that telegraph pole. But we're in the soft stuff. Let's see. Are we going to be okay here? Come on. A little test for him. Why not? I like putting these things through their paces. Take them out of their safety zone and see what happens. What's the worst? They're only pixels after all. Low gear, diff locks, the magic diff locks, they're doing the job. I'm not going to winch unless I absolutely have to. There's not a huge amount up here to winch to, really. Winching to those big trees could make it much worse. But now we're making it. We've found our way round. There we are. Come on, last little bit. Last little bit, GMC. And of course, let's not forget that these trucks that we started the game with have still got engine upgrades to come, tyre upgrades to come. So they are only going to get better. So there we are. Back into auto. Off with the diff locks automatically, obviously. Oh, I did notice on the Scouts where we've got that SnowRunner gearbox and you've got more of a gear selection, you can really crunch the car, the transmission, leaving the diff locks on and going too fast. We'll have a look at that next time we're out in that Chevy. Maybe. And I'd like to see what the different damage types do. We saw the broken transmission on that truck we found. Just checking out the view in here. I used to have an old Ford Cortina, top of the range one. It had that plastic kind of wood veneer bolted on. The inside of this truck reminds me of that. It was the same kind of blue colour. And when you look that way, you're looking out the window, which you need to be a bit careful maybe. Oh look, I've nearly hit another bloody rock. Yeah, we saw that the broken transmission made it jump out of gear into neutral. Engine damage puts up the fuel consumption, and in the end you drops the power. We haven't had a puncture in the video yet. And fuel tank damage. Apparently when I was trying to get the Tagya out of the swamp and was confused as to why it was consuming fuel, it was because I hadn't repaired it, and those badly damaged fuel tanks, which were part of the repair, leak fuel. So there you go. Thank you for the comment pointing that out, Hill Killer. Oh my word, we've caught the trailer on the telegraph pole. How have I still got a back axle? Sorry, I was interrupted. Hill Killer, you said you pointed that out in your comment. Thanks, mate. That hadn't crossed my mind. Keep them coming, all of you. So, we survived that. My word, that would have... yeah, there should be wheels everywhere right now. But I'm sure the GMC is quite wet round here. But we'll have a wiggle and a jiggle. And I'm sure we'll get this trailer back on the road. So, we'll drop the trailer. Right, what should we try first? Lovely view across that lake. Yeah, let's try hitting it first. See if we can just bounce it back. Just to save some time. Nope, that's not going to happen. The trailer is firmly leant into that telegraph pole. Right, so we'll do it more sensibly, shall we? Just use the winch to pull it across slightly. And I'm pretty confident that I've got no worries about the GMC getting stuck around here. I wouldn't want to be doing 3-point turns right in that wet patch in front of us now, but we're not. So that's cool. Wow. Yeah, we got a good head of steam going down that hill until the telegraph pole. I've not hit a thing so hard with a trailer that the trailer detached either. So there you go. On the subject of what does damage do. Rips your trailer off, but no actual damage. Pause there for a screenshot, excuse me. And off we go through this last bit. Once we're through here, to be honest, it's just the road through town. Got a bit of wheel spin, we'll go for the diff locks and the low gear. There you go. Well done indeed, Mr. GMC. Right, we'll just head down to the motel now and see you there. And here we are, nothing to report on the rest of the journey. So we accept the mission here. And where do we drop it? Here? No. Oh, there you go, there's an icon. We drop it there. Easy peasy. Oh, I didn't know that the randomly parked cars were movable. That might be an interesting thing to play with one day. Hey, Right, there you go. We got some more XP, we've got some more money, and the GMC has done another very handy job. Thank you very much. Okay, and here we are with the Scout in his lovely new green paint job. I think I have my favourite configuration for him now, which is roof rack lights, a spare tyre to lower his centre of gravity, sticking to the 31-inch wheels, wishing the camera wouldn't clip quite so harshly on the buildings, and we're going to go straight up here, our traditional exit up onto this hill from the garage. Now we're going to head straight up here. We've got a mission to do that requires a Scout, and hopefully this is the Scout for the job. King of the Hill. So we've got to head up here, which is the shortcut we've been taking over the hill since the trucks could cope with it. We've absolutely stopped dead there, which I find happens sometimes. It's a little bit odd. No idea what's caused that, but we're not moving anywhere. There's an invisible something right there. So yes, I have found that without the roof rack on and with the spare tyre in the back, it reduces his tippy overness. He's no less bouncy, but he's rather less dangerous. You still need to be careful with him. You certainly do. I did lose the footage of one mission. Unfortunately, the Elgato ate it. Got to take a left turn up here. It was the mission, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. The one that starts in the factory and you have to run around and knock down oil barrels. It involved a tiny amount of rock crawling and bouncing. So it was kind of interest. So I regret that we lost the footage. I may revisit it on another playthrough. Let me know if you're desperate to see that mission that I can't remember the name of. Anyway, for now, King of the Hill. Start tracking. So for King of the Hill, from the start point up here north of the garage, we've got to get up onto this peak and then back down again in one piece. I can't see a really viable shortcut, unfortunately. And then over here up this peak. So let's get up the first one. I'm expecting winding and gently. So hopefully the Scout isn't going to let us down by wobbling over. Pretty tight through here. I can't imagine we're going to have traction issues. I've got the 31-inch mud tyres on, not mud tyres, sorry, off-road tyres. And they do the job very well. Right. Oh yeah, we're cruising. Are we just the right way? Ooh. That's a little bit of a funny angle down there, but no, we're cool. I'm not going to do... No! The moment I go in car, it all starts going wrong. I'm not doing that. Don't let me do that. I like it. Definitely the best way to play Forza and Project Cars, etc. But it doesn't really help with the safety on this kind of work. So we'll stay away from the edge and watch out for cambers. And again, we're grinding on something that isn't actually there. Where are we supposed to be going from here? Have I gone the wrong way? Oh no. The path goes around here. Right. I'm going to take this a little bit wide. I'm still really wary of tipping this guy over, even with the work I've done. Come on, let's get straight up here. Oh, don't hit that rock. That will tip you over. What I've found is this one just won't recover. The Chevrolet, if it hit that rock, it would kind of bounce and recover. This one will bounce and try to roll over, and it's up to you to try and stop it. But we're getting there. I'm sure the upgraded suspension will fix a lot of that. I've actually checked some of the other vehicles. If you take the upgraded suspension off, they are actually bouncier than they are with the raised suspension on. So I'm sure that's going to be relevant to this guy. But we're making it, we're making it. Some rocks, gently. Oh, nice bendy tree, fortunately. Oh my word, there's nothing to the left of us here, much at all. There we go, roll down that bit. Gently up here. It's a hell of a tumble. Oh, that's a little bit close to the edge, isn't it? Back up, back up. Try that again. A little bit more gently. Turn. The diff locks aren't helping with the turning sometimes. And again, I've stopped dead there. I really don't know why. Oh, this isn't turning very nicely at all. I wish I could. I'm going to turn the four-wheel drive off. Yeah. That's better. I don't think the traction's going to be a great issue, as we've no load, but we can turn a little bit tighter. I'm watching the camber. Got to get back down yet. Yeah, definitely more agile than two-wheel drive. Ooh. Keeps you on your toes. Gently, gently, gently. Reminds me of one of the hills in State of Decay. There's no zombies on this one. Yeah, we swung right around that quite nicely. I don't think we would have done that in four-wheel drive. And here we are at the South Peak, and since we're here with the handbrake on, look at the view. There's the oil rig that we helped build. And over there is the second peak. And down there's the bridge we built. Oh, we can survey all our good works. Right, I'm going to head down. Oh, he says nearly rolling it over. You're such a tricky trickster. Right. We'll get turned around first. I think if you brought a vehicle up here like the Low Follower Don, yeah, they're quite ploddy, but it doesn't matter on a tiny route like this, but you'd probably feel quite a bit more sure-footed. There's the warehouse over there. Lovely, right. I think this is going to need quite a bit of brakes. Man, this is tight. Is not the most agile of vehicles at all. And he wants to go over. No, 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 no. Oh, that was close. That was close. Managed to pull him back with the steering and the traction. Slowly. Crikey. Every little bounce could be our sudden demise. Is there a quick way off this mountain? Maybe we could cut straight down there. Maybe we could... No, I don't know. This isn't the vehicle for stunts though, is it? This really isn't the vehicle for stunts. The house is back down there. No, we certainly need to get much further down yet. Maybe a shortcut towards the end, but we are being careful. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Come on. Staying in two-wheel drive. Rolling around the corner. Yeah, that's just rolling. Just rolling. Oh. Careful. This is the daintiest driving you've seen of me so far. For sure. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we're so close to the edge of there. Cut back. Gently, 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 gently. Get back on the track. Get back on the track. Stop, stop, stop. Right, this is... Oh, no. So we've got to get back up over this rock. Through that rock. And over there. Go. No, you stop dead. Go. Go, go, go. We've stopped again. Low gear. Is doing it. I'm still in two-wheel drive, but I'm really... Could be completely in my imagination, but I'm sure this is a bit more controllable. I'm sorry about the camera, that's not me. The game is not helping here at all with the camera collision malarkey. Gently. What's that tree? That must be a rubber tree, eh? I'm stuck on it though. Oh, I don't like having to push because we're gonna get past it. No. There we are. Alright, over these rocks. Still in two-wheel drive. Right. Oh, right. Now we've got to get right around here. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Gently, 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 gently. Yeah, yeah. Keep the steering right over, guys. Oh no, what was that? Suddenly got traction. Nearly caught me out. Back, 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 back. Oh, I don't like this. Where are we? We're a little bit... Might be safest to go straight over that edge. And brake off. Sorry, a bit quiet. I'm concentrating and trying to decide. No, we're going to stick with the path. We're going to stick with the path. Oh, oh, little bit exciting there. The back started sliding off. We're almost back down, but there's still a trick or two left in this terrain, I think, with the bends and the twists and the cambers. Oh, this was that bit that was a bit scary to come down. Now we've got to get up it, right. This is where it gets really hard to see exactly where the path goes as well. It goes, I'm still in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. There we are. There we are. We back out. Nearly back down. Brakes. Round that rock, round that rock. Ooh, that was a bit hard to get a good camera angle, and I wish my lights were better. And getting harder and harder as it gets darker, but I'm going to stick with the little bit of darkness that we've got, because I can't always do it in the daylight, can I? But we're out, we're out. Thankfully, we are out. And I think I'm going to leave it there for an episode, guys. We will complete this mission. Well, I'm going to complete it now, but you'll see it in the next episode, because I think we're about right there. So it will be up soon. We'll be back to a normal-ish schedule. So any comments, any suggestions, please write them down below. Like it if you've liked it, and subscribe if you want to stay in touch. We'll be back with some more bits and bobs very soon. But for now, take care. From me and the Scout, who's made it up and down that big hill and made me concentrate more than I have in the entire playthrough so far. Goodbye.